Hello, and welcome to Studio Farrago. My name is Lorraine, and today I am drawing a cockatoo in my handmade junk journal and talking about taking care of these animals as a zookeeper and as a pet owner. I am working in a handmade junk journal. I put this book together myself from vintage and modern papers bound into a vintage book cover. I'm using 4 pencils to create this drawing. I've started with a Bic mechanical pencil. It's just a basic mechanical pencil. I'm comfortable with it. I use it in my sketchbook. I'm using it here to make a basic outline of the drawing. I will go back in with a Blackwing Pearl to add darker tones and rendering. I will use a General's Carbon Sketch for the darkest, blackest tones. And then I will go in with a white Prismacolor colored pencil to highlight the white parts. I'm also using a paper stump for blending the pencil lines. The surface today is lined paper prepped with neon acrylic paint. Umbrella cockatoos are also known as white cockatoos. They live in the tropical rainforests of Indonesia. When surprised or excited, they extend a large semicircular head crest, hence the name umbrella cockatoo. Like other parrots, they have zygodactyl feet. That means they have 2 toes facing forwards and 2 toes facing back. This allows them to grasp onto branches and other surfaces very easily. Their lifespan in the wild is unknown, but reported 40 to 60 years in captivity. In the wild, they eat berries, seeds, nuts, fruit, roots, and insects, as well as occasionally small lizards. They are now considered endangered due to habitat loss and capture for the pet trade. In my very first zookeeping job, I was still in high school, and one afternoon a lady brought in a pair of white cockatoos. She said they were a bonded, proven mating pair, and she couldn't keep them anymore. So naturally, I volunteered to take them home. By some miracle, I convinced my parents to let me keep them, and to this day, I don't know why they agreed. But we did buy a large floor cage for them, and I named them Sunny and Cher. There is a sex difference. You can tell the females from the males. The females are slightly smaller, and their irises are red, where the male's irises are just brown or black. Sunny was a lovable delight. He groomed my hair. He let me preen his head feathers. The less said about Cher, the better. They were funny and amusing. They were unique and entertaining. They loved to dance to music. They were very caring to each other. And of course, Sunny was very loving towards me. But there are many, many drawbacks to keeping parrots, especially large parrots. They are very messy. Their feathers produce a talcum-like powder that gets on everything. They eat like savages and get food bits everywhere. They poop on everything. They have an extremely powerful beak. They can destroy their wood perches, and if allowed to roam the house, they would chew on furniture, including our wooden piano. And the noise. Their noises are loud and harsh. They have a wide range of vocalizations, and at full force, they yell at each other. They squawk when hungry, when they're bored, when they're excited. The sound was absolutely deafening. On a side note, cockatoos can learn human words, but are not as adept as some other parrots. One job I worked at near the parrot aviary, and from the mostly screaming when you walked by, occasionally you would hear a little hi. That was Dennis. He was a little cockatoo that loved people, unlike most of the other birds there. So, would I recommend a cockatoo as a pet? Never in a million years. All parrots are social creatures. They have extremely exacting living requirements that are next to impossible to replicate at home. I did my best for my pair, but knowing what I know now, I would not willingly take on a parrot. So it came to pass that I was headed off to college, and the birds could not come with me. My dad found an exotic bird specialist in the nearby big city who bought Sonny and Cher, and he gave them a great life in a large aviary where they could lay eggs and raise babies. And my long-suffering mother got a reprieve. Thank you for joining me today. If you feel like it, you can add a like to this video. It really helps me out. If you want to see more draw with me, including sketchbook tours, I am a sketchbook artist. Please hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.